Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, the Sidekick tells me to pack a flask, a sandwich and a pair of binoculars. Cue the intro. Well, I'm here. I'm at the secret location that nobody knows about, the one next to the BP petrol station in Desborough. And I've been told to come today with a pair of binoculars, a sandwich and a flask by the Sidekick. And the thing is, the only thing I can think that we're doing is going bird watching. Now, I think if we're going bird watching, I really like great tits. So I'll be excited to see some. So, Sidekick, are we going bird watching?
No, we're not going looking for tits.
What do you mean we're not going looking for tits?
No, we're not going bird watching. We're definitely not looking for tits.
Well, what are we doing? Why do I need a flask, a pair of binoculars? I know when I was younger, you made me go around that girl's house with a pair of binoculars and I got arrested. So I'm not doing that.
You blame me for that. That wasn't my fault. You volunteered to go around.
Right, okay. Well, what are we doing today?
Well, being as I've got the aircraft-inspired bike, I thought maybe we could go and have a look for some aircraft.
Well, dude, it's foggy, right?
A little bit. I wasn't expecting that this morning, to be honest. But
okay.
I don't know. I thought maybe we could go to a close by RAF base and maybe see if we can find some planes.
Well, he's not in charge of ideas, but I've come a long way for this. But yeah, this is going to be exciting. Right then, shall we head off? Whee! Whee! I'll follow you, mate. You want to go plane spotting. Now, I've got to say, is this like, obviously this is your grand idea that I think people will not get excited about, but is next idea from you going to be to go train spotting?
Well, why not? You're a train driver, so we could do. Thought you might like that.
No.
You could take me train spotting. You know all the ins and outs of the trains now.
No, I'm not going train spotting. I mean, seriously.
Why? You look a bit like the Fat Controller, actually, off of Thomas Tank Engine.
Yeah, and you just look like a complete tosser, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so next week, tune in for train spotting by the Sidekick. Do I have to get like an anorak then? Yeah,
could go train spotting, a bit of bird watching. I don't know, what else is there?
Nothing I want to do. Sounds of it. If this is what you like to do in your spare time.
No, it's not what I like to do in my spare time, but we're getting a bit limited on what we can do these days.
Well, I'm not personally limited as a person.
I think quite a few people will disagree with that, but
it's a bit rude.
Go.
And then yeah, that's just like, I just don't know. I just think this is, I mean, yeah. What can you say? The other side of it is you realise that we're on action cameras. So unless we can get you underneath the, I don't know, fighter jet, we're not going to really be able to show anybody a lot.
Well, yeah, I know the weather's not really doing us any favours today, is it? But yeah, and I don't think we're actually going to be allowed in the grounds. I thought we just might be able to sit outside and look in.
So just so I'm right, your idea today is for us to go and sit outside an RAF base,
yeah,
not looking dodgy at all, with a pair of binoculars,
yeah,
a sandwich and a cup of tea.
Yeah, your backpack might let us down actually, because they don't like people wearing backpacks around there, do they?
I don't know. Why don't they like people wearing backpacks?
Well, because people wearing backpacks hanging about military places doesn't go down well these days.
Does it not?
No.
Can you wear my backpack?
No, I'm definitely not wearing your backpack.
The thing is though, right, being a lord, and you being like my gesture, is that a word?
No.
Oh, you being like my, I don't know.
I'm not your jester either.
Okay, the butler for the channel, they might let us in. I think the best thing to do, just to try it, you go full pelt at the gate. And then if you get shot, I won't bother.
I'll have to think about that one. We'll see. Maybe we could get the man who made you a lord to pull some strings, because obviously he's king of the universe, so he must know quite a few people.
Do you know what? That's not a bad shout, actually.
He could probably get us in.
Do you know the thing that I did when I woke up this morning?
What?
I've created some new merchandise, so I've bought some, and the two things I've created this morning, right? You're going to love this, and I know it's on your Christmas list, and hopefully your lovely lady will buy these things. But I made on the shop now, I kid you not, there is an 11 out of 10 helmet head clock.
Clock?
Yeah, 11 out of 10 helmet head clock.
Right.
I know you're excited.
Yeah, we'll see how many people buy those.
It's awesome, thank you. In your office, staring at the helmet head clock. I think, you know, who does not want that in their lives?
Me? I don't want that in my life.
You're just an arsehole. And then the other thing, right, is I've created, now you'll love this. This is something that I think I should have done in the beginning, and I didn't, and I kind of feel like I have to apologise to everyone now. But there is a new t-shirt, right? And this is cool. So you've got the helmet head logo on the front, and on the back, because it's the t-shirt's black, in white it's got the motto.
The motto?
Yeah, eat pies, ride motorcycles, be happy.
Oh right, yes, okay.
And that, my friend, that is cool.
That sounds alright.
So, just order some for Christmas, just saying.
Yeah, thanks. You're going to get me one for Christmas?
I'm not buying them.
Alright.
Because it's my merchandise.
Yeah, you should be buying me one.
I've already given you a t-shirt, a mug, and I've given you a purpose to your life.
Yeah, you give me those t-shirts. I'm sure you got the seconds, because they don't look quite right. They fit a bit wonky. Did you give me the ones that nobody else wanted, that got returned or something?
No, that your whole stock, because obviously you've got your own fan club now, because you're obviously the second most famous international sex god in the world. Obviously I'm the first. Basically, you've got your own set. You've got the for sale on the merchandise. Again, is the almost as good Sidekick mug, and the almost as good as the helmet head t-shirt, the Sidekick t-shirt. So if anybody wants to be like you, then they can buy them, and they've been on there a while. And would you like to know the sales figures for your merchandise?
Yeah, go on then.
0. No one's bought any of them. Just you know, I know. So look at it like this: you buy yourself some, you will have your own sales figures, and you know that means that you look good.
Well, yeah, it's a bit disappointing, really, isn't it?
Well, if you wore it a lot, you know, the problem is, I was going to put one that says the Sidekick doesn't wear Brute, but then obviously I realised that I'm putting your life in danger again, because you'll get obviously ravaged by many women from around the world.
Yeah.
And I brought Brute with me today, because I am concerned for your life and safety, so maybe when we're looking at, I don't know, a fog runway with no jets on, because they won't be flying today because it's foggy, I can spray with Brute and keep you safe.
No, I'd rather you didn't, actually. Well, see, you've been doing well for Brute, haven't you? They've actually managed to employ Vinnie Jones to promote them, and I think that's all down to you.
Oh, thanks, mate. I mean, I took it as a little bit of an insult, personally, because, I mean, as I've said before, I've obviously, because now I'm having to buy so much Brute, and I've increased their sales from 0 to like 1,000%.
When you got pallet load, you get it delivered by the pallet load now, don't you?
Yeah, and then they've spent their money now, obviously, with all this profit that they've managed to achieve since I've made Brute an international label again. They've decided to hire Vinnie Jones. Now, I respect Vinnie Jones, I really do, but I mean, his advert compared to my advert, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think his advert was a lot better.
No, no, he's just rubbish.
No.
Yeah, he's just rubbish.
Jones, he's a living legend. He's a football hero, film with the, you know, star of films and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I'm like...
So you're comparing yourself to Vinnie Jones?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm obviously a national treasure. I've been, you know, knighted a lord, And I mean, he's not a lord. I'm a lord, and
Should be a lord.
yeah, but he's not, and I am. So at the end of the day, you know, and I've also been on top productions. I've been, you know, in national press.
So has Vinnie Jones.
Exactly. So, but I mean, let's be, you know, he's not promoted Brute for the last year or so. And
True.
yeah, exactly.
See, you never know. They might, you might get called up by them.
Well, obviously, I've got problems with my phone because Coca-Cola's not called yet.
Yeah.
So there's a concern there. So I've got to get my phone checked because I'm sure Brute by now will already be trying to ring me every day constantly until they've got what they want.
Possibly, you never know. It might be cool to see what you do with all the fruit that you buy.
Well, I'm using it to protect myself. So, yeah, are we still really going to go and look at jets that aren't going to be on a runway?
Well, oh no, it is. It's a bit gloomy, isn't it? I don't know. Can you think of anything else?
Well, just plucking it out of the air, obviously trying to save this entire episode from being complete rubbish. I know that there's an abandoned, well, went bust in liquidation, abandoned racetrack that's not too far from here.
Right.
And I think, using your 10 out of 10 skills, you should break into the racetrack and think about it. You want to, I mean, you quite clearly want to be Goose from Top Gun.
Well, I am Goose from Top Gun.
Okay, you're the sidekick. But anyway, you could like, you know, do some action scenes, and you could break into the racetrack, and we could finally race properly, and then prove yet again that I'm the best.
Well, I told you not to tell anybody about my skills of breaking into things.
Sorry?
I told you not to mention about my skills of breaking into things.
I never mentioned it, but if you're owning up to being a high-level criminal live to all the YouTubers...
It was in the past, and I'd rather not talk about that now.
What, you used to break into people? Is that when you were being a peeping Tom, by any chance?
No, it wasn't when I was being a peeping Tom. That was you. You were the peeping Tom.
No, I was just following your instructions when I got arrested. You said it'll all be fine, and you said get a picture.
Well, and I also said not to get caught.
Yeah, but I was doing the 10 out of 10 job back then, and obviously now I do 11 out of 10 job, so I wouldn't have got caught if I did it today. Just saying.
Well, we'll see.
So, I'm not being rude, but we're not going to go and look at jets that aren't taking off, mate. We're going to go and look at an awesome racetrack. Now, the thing about the racetrack, that I've just completely destroyed all your dreams and hopes about going to look at men in uniform flying jets.
Well, we can do that under the dawn.
The thing about the racetrack, I used to race around this racetrack back in the day,
Right.
so it's quite sentimental to me. So if I do cry a little bit, if it is, you know, proper run down, will you give me a cuddle?
I might do, because I'm actually getting cold and you've got that heated vest on. So, we might do today.
Well, I reckon we should let the ladies and gentlemen see the most coolest racetrack that I used to race around. And I used to race around it. I think the last bike I ever took around it was a Honda 600, CBR 600 in Castrol racing decor. So if anyone remembers those glory days. No? Okay. You're supposed to say, yeah, I remember that, you were so cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Don't forget the last bit, and that you're so cool.
No, I'm not saying that bit.
Oh. Anyway, we'll let everyone have a look when we get there. Dude, look at that. That could be the way in.
Could be. It's
Hang on, it's in the distance. There is a lot of parked vehicles, mate. It doesn't look that abandoned, unless that's something else up there.
I don't know.
I reckon that says private road.
What? Where did it? Where?
Back there. And there's a big gate.
I didn't see anything.
Is it blocked off?
Yeah. Oh, I just got something in my helmet.
Yeah, it's called your head.
I don't think it was that.
I reckon we take the drone up, mate, and have a look.
Yeah. It's all blocked off. There's no.
I reckon you're right. I reckon that's where they store brand new cars. Looks rubbish, doesn't it? You wouldn't pick your new car up from there, would you?
Don't pick them up from there, do they?
I don't know, mate. Look how badly barricaded this is. This is like, welcome to the end of the world.
Isn't it?
You're Negan, just saying. Well, we are here at the abandoned, what we think is abandoned, racetrack. Now, we've found a back entry road in, and we've quite literally come across this that looks to me like they are barricading it to keep people out. So, of course, the best thing to do now is send the Sidekick over the wall, like you see on all the good war films, and he can go running in and make sure it's safe. Are you up for that?
Give it a go, but I don't know. Can't we just send the drone up?
Yeah, but it'll be more funny if you climb over there and run down there.
What if I get arrested?
Well, that's all right. I can have your bike.
I don't know about that.
Well, what we'll do, we'll send the drone up and we'll see exactly how abandoned this abandoned race course is. But the one thing I will say, I used to fly around my bike around here, so it's quite sentimental, and it's a sad thing to see any racetrack go down. But I'm going to send the drone up, and while that's happening, we're going to enjoy the sandwich I've been told to bring to look at jets that aren't going to be flying in the fog today. So would you like a sandwich?
Oh yeah, please, yeah. I forgot mine.
What do you mean you forgot yours?
Yes, thank you. I forgot it.
He's crap as a Sidekick, isn't he? Anyway, enjoy the drone footage.
So many times before, no one's buying anymore. Standing at the gate, pain will you alleviate? Who can make me whole? Been trying hard to sell my soul. Oh, so many times before, no one's buying anymore.
Well, we're quite clearly not going to get to ride our bikes around there because some obviously plonker has put a load of cars on the track. and we don't quite think we're going to be able to jump this behind us. I did ask the Sidekick to become a human ramp, and he refused blatantly and just said that's a stupid idea. I don't know why he feels like that. I think that'd be perfectly safe. I'll jump over and ride around the track. So that's a shame. We've enjoyed a sandwich. We've had to look at some of the track via the drone, and of course, are you a little bit disappointed that we haven't gone and looked for great tits? I mean, we've not gone to look for jets at what I won't be flying today at an RAF base. We'll probably get arrested.
Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed, to be honest, yeah.
And is the real truth of this whole thing is because you love the film Top Gun that much that you've quite clearly made your bike based on this. You've even called it Goose, and I know you look at me like I'm a maverick. So the question is, to make your day perfect, shall we reenact those famous scenes from Top Gun?
Yeah, that'll be good. Let's do that.
Well, quite clearly I can't use the Top Gun theme. I haven't got a jet and I haven't got a Kawasaki, but we're going to improvise to give you it. So you've got to imagine this: the Sidekick's Goose Mobile being a jet, the Monkey being the fastest Kawasaki you've ever seen, and of course I'm better looking than Tom Cruise. Not a problem. Let's put it all together and give you the best scenes, the reenactment, a proper 11 out of 10 style helmet head version, Top Gun best moments. Enjoy. Helmet head to tower, request a flyby.
Request denied, helmet head. Oh, what? God damn it!
Helmet head to tower, request a flyby.
Request denied, helmet head. Don't you do it. Not again! I'm gonna kick his freaking ass!
Well, there you go. I managed to save us from having to watch two grown men eating a sandwich, drinking tea out of a flask, looking for a pair of binoculars at a foggy runway with no planes taking off because it's fog. I mean, where does the Sidekick get his ideas from? But I saved us and we made it a true helmet head episode, as always. Going back and seeing that racetrack, it's a real shame to see that it's gone bust and we couldn't break in and ride our bikes around and do some epic stuff. And there's all those parked cars there that are quite clearly leased or new cars. It's a shame, but you know, it's still quite cool to capture that on a drone footage. I like that. And then of course I made the Sidekick state. He's literally gone home with the biggest grin on his face. He always wanted to be a jet, and he always wanted to relive those Top Gun moments, and I'm sure after watching that he's gone home and put Top Gun on and grabbed himself some beer and some snacks and enjoying a good munch while he's watching that. But the most important thing is that we made his day, and hopefully we've made yours as well. So all I want to turn around now and say, as always, is thank you to my fantastic patrons, for the people that financially support us. If you want to see episodes before other people, you want to become part of the executive patron team, then please do click on that link down there, join the patron team. Episodes do go up there first, and you get to chat to me, and it really helps support this channel. It's a win-win-win situation. Then of course, if you're interested in buying some of the Helmet Head merch, like the t-shirts, the jumpers, I have added new things, as I've said in the video. There is now water bottles, there's Helmet Head clock, there's all sorts of stuff. Go and check out the store if you're interested. Please buy, because it helps support the channel again, and it's really cool stuff, of course. And then what I want to turn around and say is thank you to all these new subscribers and all my long-term subscribers. It's fantastic, this channel is growing, and I massively appreciate it. That subscribe button down there is free to click. Click the bell button, you will get to know when these episodes are popping up on YouTube. And the thing is, what I've got to turn around and say is really important, and it is what to live by in life is, and it is literally the most important thing in life. And those are those 3 special words: eat pie, ride motorcycles, be happy. I will see you in the next crazy adventure of Helmet Head. Take care, see you soon, bye bye for now.